We're just gonna keep coming, man, all day.
Kicking the shit out of everyone so far.
In the sport of paintball, a winning legacy is truly a rare artifact, achieved only by the most elite squads ever assembled.
It was just a bloodbath in the snake, just non-stop trading out.
For the best in the business is good, as all the top teams have a chance at the 2019 NXL title. With Russians and Americans fighting for the same cause, Houston Heat has a mixture of some of the best offensive threats to grace a paintball field. Fresh off stealing the series title with their dramatic win at World Cup, they're bringing almost the exact same stellar lineup into the new season. After dominating the NXL series with 9 wins in the past 4 years and 3 series titles in a row, Impact was finally knocked off their pedestal by Heat. They've maintained their Canadian core, but will field some new faces between the nets. The question is, can they summon the spirit of the win again with their new lineup? Russian Legion put up 2 wins in 2 years. Their young offensive phenoms are starting to learn how to win. They are surrounded by veterans who've already been there. They could see a return to the championship form that saw them win 11 tournaments while they reigned at the top in the mid to late 2000s. The most legendary name in paintball, with over 50 wins all over the world, Dynasty has come to define excellence in the modern game. But past results do not ensure future performance. What the season will hold is an unwritten story. Every pro squad, rookie and veteran alike, is looking to use their brand of organized violence and stamp their mark on the ultra-competitive NXL Pro Division. Xfactor! San Antonio Xfactor, AC Dallas, Baltimore Rebel, Tampa Bay Damage, Los Angeles Ironman, New York Extreme, the Mlkings, Scottsdale Elevation, PC Katana, Los Angeles Infamous, Sacramento DMG, Seattle Thunder, Green Bay Boom, the Fort Wayne Outlaws, Seattle Uprising, San Diego Aftermath. The stage is set, the weapons are raised. A new year of battles is upon us.
Devin Stewart.
Welcome back, 2019 NXL Las Vegas Open here. The second day of prelim action is about to go down as we're going to find out who will be playing on the most important day of paintball, and that is Sunday. Lots of teams went undefeated yesterday here on center court. San Diego Dynasty undefeated, Revo undefeated, the Ironman undefeated, the new kids on the block, Aftermath winning both of their games yesterday, taking down Houston Heat. Speaking of Houston Heat, I have one of their core members, Chad Boucher, up here to call some games this morning. I also have paintball legend Tom Martinez and the coach of the Los Angeles Ironman, Matty Marshall. Chad, talk to me about yesterday, man. It was a frustrating day for you guys. I know you guys lost to the rookies, Aftermath, a team that you practiced a bunch and apparently put up 18 unanswered points on them in practice. But for some reason yesterday, you guys couldn't get any offense rolling.
No, we didn't practice them. Xfactor practice them.
Xfactor practice them, okay.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, we came out kind of flat, and, they had our number on our snake side. And then we tied the match up, and then we fell to the refs' penalties there at the end. But, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I'll give it to them. Like, I'm not going to bash on them or say they didn't do anything wrong. So they came out here and they beat us. So they outplayed us and beat us. So it is what it is, but it's another day.
And all the games today brought to you by Empire Paintball. In fact, we were giving away one of the new Empire guns on the Fan Wagon prizes. So make sure you get your picks in for Fan Wagon. And you can see these EVS goggles there on your screen. So, Todd, you guys played great yesterday. Ironman undefeated 2 wins with the new squad. I thought Thomas Kim played well on the D side. Alan Golding was playing well for you guys. Could see a little more offense out of Kyle Spica. I know you got LJ Parrish in front of him, which is a little bit of a different look for Kyle. Hasn't really worked with LJ very much as we're about to jump into this first one. But think about that. We're going to jump into this first point. It's going to be San Antonio Xfactor, Mlkings. Also in this set, Sacramento DMG and Seattle Thunder.
5 alive on both sides?
Yeah, pretty good break. We saw, man.
Oh, it looked like Nick took one right there.
There were definitely some bloodbath points as far as getting bodies dying on the break yesterday. First body to drop is going to be the Mlkings, losing 2 bodies actually here at the start of this first point. Rainey going hunting in the center, and here comes pretty much everyone in Xfactor catapulting up the field and taking some more ground. Billy Bernaccia getting in the snake and repositioning nicely here for Xfactor as yet another body, and there goes the full port press from both sides, and that's going to do it. As I think that might have been Meter or Archie running down on the D side of the field.
It was Archie.
Yeah, Archie. So their first easy point here going to go to San Antonio Xfactor.
That was about 35 seconds
Yeah,
until they hit the buzzer, and then it was like, all right, but kind of expect that with Xfactor in the prelims. They have fast games.
Xfactor also undefeated yesterday as they took down DMG in their first match. You can see the fan predictions there for FanWagon. A huge favorite, San Antonio Xfactor. Just perennial Sunday appearances constantly, but it's been hard for them to win a tournament. They are former world champs, but Giants favorites over the Mlkings. DMG, pretty close though to Thunder. Thunder did not look bad yesterday. I like the new look.
I don't know if I agree with those percentages right there. What do you think, Todd?
Yeah, I think Mlkings should have at least 3 to 5%, but the DMG Thunder one, I mean, Thunder played really well yesterday. They got some guys that are really stepping up, and I think with Thunder, you know, they got guys that want it. You know, I think that's a big thing, is that they got guys that want to be out there, guys that want to be on the pro field, guys that want to go get wins, and I think it's definitely making a difference. Guys like Unger, guys like Gomez, guys like Harrison Fry. These guys want to prove themselves.
Yep.
Prove themselves to everybody out here in the league, prove themselves to themselves, and show that they're pro players and they want to come out here and shoot other guys that have been around for a long time.
Looks like 2 of them. Oh, there comes a minor penalty.
Well, Thunder going 1-1 yesterday as they beat the Mlkings, but then lost to Xfactor. Minor penalty was assessed here on Sacramento DMG, but it looks like body dropping for Thunder.
So you got a 4-on-2 situation here.
Yeah, still a massive high body situation currently for Seattle Thunder in the green and in the snake on your screen, attacking up the D side as well. I do like the threats that Thunder has. Unger's real good. Thought he had a good day yesterday here. He's crushing it in practice. We know Harrison Fry's good. So, hey, man, check off the boxes. You got your first attacker on the snake side. You got your first attacker on the D side.
And then look who you got there in the middle right now.
Corey Field.
Yep.
He looked fast yesterday. He was running around, diving in the snake.
Yep.
He just crossed that little wall in the 50 and jumped the gap, you know, using his athleticism to not get shot in the foot, coming to the 50. Now he's on their side of the field, looking to make a move through the middle. Corey Field, I thought he should have gone under that 50 though. You know, go right through the gap.
He might have plugged. He might have plugged the center of that.
He thought about it. But it's only 2 bodies left alive. Here comes the first ponytail dance of the season. Harrison Fry with the gun up and the gallop. Check my man bun. You can't mess with me,
man, he's
bro.
got good cardio because he just took a lap.
Dude, he ran faster off the field than he did on the field.
He's energetic. You can definitely say that about Harrison Fry.
Hey, that's good.
Smart kid, very energetic, very fun. Good
He might be
paintball.
he might be living the paintball dream. I don't know if he actually has like one like home. He literally is traveling all over the world.
Yeah, he's like an internet business or something.
Yeah.
It just allows him to travel wherever he's at. And, if you guys join us on Twitch, jump into the conversation, testing out the new platform. Well, it's not a new platform, but it'll be new for us. But yeah, check it out. Go Sports Live.
I love it. I love that you guys are doing that with Twitch.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's got to have a many-platform world.
Yeah,
you know, got to be on everything.
Oh yeah,
here and there.
Got Michael Kovar there in the center, making his move up in the little brick there in the center.
Yeah, Kovar had some success yesterday in this. In fact, at one point where they told us they were going to do it, he went underneath onto their side and sat in the mini wall on their side of the field.
And that play worked.
Yeah, it did. It went right underneath.
Hey, trapped the guy, shot him trying to move into the snake.
See, I like Kovar in there because he does headhunt, but I think I would like Rainey in there more because he's a good read and react player.
Kovar took a big break last year. You know, he was at Vegas, but man, if you go back and watch the tape of Kovar in Vegas, he was dominant.
Yeah,
Kovar was really good before.
I think he was one of the kill count leaders.
Yeah, he was having an amazing event and really was a huge part of Xfactor's attack and also saving points. So if Mike can continue to play like he did before he took the break, then it's just going to help Xfactor out. I do agree. Rainey is so versatile.
Yeah. I mean, there's Michael right there making moves. So
yeah, Michael comes through, stitches up the back corner bunker here on the snake side. He's going to wrap around, get another kill. A little 3-pack here for Michael Kovar to finish things off in this point. Yeah. That's going to be I'm going to write down my first highlight of the day. Michael Kovar, number 52.
That was good.
Good execution right there.
I can see why Ryan Brand's a coach and I'm not. Put Michael there, not Rainey.
You still have plenty of years to wisen up,
right?
You know? You can still cannonball for now. I mean, me and Maddie would love to be out there, you know, but we're just too fast and athletic for today's game. You know, so guys like you got to get out there and do the dirty work. While we sit
What
up
year
here
did you
and talk,
retire,
know?
Manny?
2008. 11 years ago.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, you know, these don't really work like they used to. But thank you guys so much for joining us here at GoSports.com. Please head on over to GoSports.com and sign up, get a subscription. Watch some awesome paintball this year here and saw all these compelling stories, the best players on planet Earth throwing down here in the NXL. We do appreciate your support. It's going to be my constant plea because it's just the truth. Without you guys, we can't do this. And the more of you that there are, the better the show gets. On the break now, Seattle Thunder losing Gomez.
That's twice Gomez has died out of there.
He played good yesterday, though, so hopefully he'll shake off those early deaths. They need him. And they lose Harrison Fry, too. So a couple deaths here quick for Thunder. Puts DMG in a high body situation. They might be losing a body out of the break. Nope, looks like referee went in and checked him out. He's clean.
DMG up in that center wall. Right behind the 50, trying to keep Unger out of the snake this time. Big move out of the corner by, I believe that's Wyatt, coming into the snake 1. DMG looks like Josh Hallberg over there coming out of the corner up into Dorito 2. Map Chim takes one out of the snake side can. Just 2 bodies left alive. It's Unger and Field.
Unger still got up in the snake, though.
Snuck past the player who moved up him to the center.
Oh, he picked up the guy in the center.
And then ate his lunch.
Did you see that, Todd?
Give me your money.
Here comes the push on the D side now as looks like Hallberg. Yeah, Hallberg launches the attack.
Oh, Corey's still alive.
Yeah, not able to do it. Corey just decided to dive to the other side of that stand-up and live through Hallberg's attack. Unger shot him cross field.
I believe that... Is there somebody else on the Dorito side over there? Yeah, sorry. Joe Barrett's over there in the Dorito too.
Yeah, you can see there on your screen.
Yep.
So 3-on-2 situation.
Yep. Looks like Corey Field's aware of it too. He knows.
Well, we've seen Corey Field pull off low body magic before. That's part of his mystique. It's not going to be this point though, as he catches one. And Unger's going to roll the dice here on an attack. He blasts. Who's that in the snake? Wyatt. He blasts Wyatt, but has to trade out. Shane Howe, smartly the vet, crafty veteran behind him, behind Wyatt. And we got ourselves a tie game.
I can appreciate that what Unger just started there. He knew he was the last guy alive, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go get some.
Yeah.
And then he got it.
That does work occasionally.
He almost really got the drop on. You know what we used to call that on Dynasty? Moorhead.
Yeah.
You're like, Moorhead. Moorhead. There's a video clip of him. He's like shooting down the tape on its can. Shoots back on the inside and then just does a 360 and goes the opposite way. And
2009 Phoenix, I think it was.
And it's like, from then on, I was like, well, if we're down bodies, just Moorhead, dude. Later. I think he still had frosted tips.
I'm gonna get him to frosted tips again.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, he can do that now. Yeah. You should see him.
No, he does. He definitely does it.
Well, Ryan,
are we gonna get Moorhead in the snake today?
I don't know what the coach is going to do today. We're going to play better today. I know that.
Yeah, what's your snake attack going to look like today?
I don't know. I don't make those calls.
What are you going to do against...
You know exactly what's going to happen.
Your second game. What are you going to do in your second game?
We're going to play.
Here we go. Mlkings coming out wide to the snake corner.
And Billy Bernaccia hit the snake off the break.
Nick Slowiak making a move up the middle for Xfactor with his gun up, but he misses Johnny Greer coming into snake 1. Matching up with Billy Bernaccia. Randy Stanzak behind him. 3 bodies on the Dorito side for the Mlkings. Paya Mars in the tall tower. Looks like Hayek's in the brick.
Looks like Sylvia picked off Greer.
Oh, and Colt Roberts quickly into the Dorito 4.
That's a good kill for Nick and a tough death for Greer here. As now Billy Bernaccia by himself on the snake side of the field goes to snake 2. Mlkings tried to get a body over. And he is able to make it clean to the back corner bunker here on the snake side. Looking at it there on your screen.
We got Colt pressing the issue on the Doritos as well. He looks like he's in their side. There he goes. Colt's going to launch. Oh, and a minor penalty.
Uh-oh. I think Rodriguez got the penalty or Hayek. But 3 bodies are walking off that Dorito side right now all at the same time. It's Billy Bernaccia.
I like it because Xfactor can come at you from anywhere. You got Nick up the center. You got Billy in the snake. Colt come down. Archie come down.
It's cool to see Nick get a start.
They got weapons.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody's a
yesterday.
weapon.
Vets and threats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Xfactor. We're just waiting for them to step up on Sunday and make Sunday every single event for, I think it's like 3-4 years now. And they just can't seem to pull that trigger and get that victory. Yes, they did win a World Cup, but that was the last big victory that they had.
Yeah.
So let's check out the Top Gun trophy there, the golden barrel from Carbon. Currently, Matt Jackson from AC Dallas. 20 confirmed kills for him. Alex Goldman, 18. So just 2 behind Matt. Then Nick Laval's up there too. Nick Laval played outstanding yesterday for Impact. Tom Guest from the rookies Aftermath, winning 2 games yesterday, going undefeated so far. Still 2 more today. And then Billy Bernaccia from Xfactor up there with 13. Thunder on your screen in the green. Going to play the 3rd point. It's tied up 1-1 here on the split screen. Breakout. Taking on Sacramento DMG.
We got 5 live on both sides.
Yeah, another solid break. There goes Corey Fields, going to launch up to the brick and try to shut down that D side. There's a body in D1 with Hallberg, and then DMG is going to dive a body into the brick as well to mirror that move. There comes
big
Wyatt. Wyatt has done a really good job of getting to the snake. He's there a lot.
Yep, just got to be productive when he gets in there. Help DMG out, get some kills. He's got Shane Howe behind him.
That's the guy I would expect him to keep going. He's got vampire blood in him, so he's ready to go.
Yeah, Shane Howe, 87 years old this week.
It's crazy.
Looks like he's 35. It's unbelievable.
Oh, Joe Barrett takes the walk.
Joe Barrett does take the walk, dies from the brick. That spot is filled by Hallberg.
Looks like Seattle Thunder's going to make a move to the snake.
And he does. So Unger going to get in there. Or is it Unger or Arnatov?
Arnatov.
Arnatov got some spins. He didn't do bad yesterday. Arnatov and Unger, as another body drops for DMG. I really like those 2 attackers here for Thunder.
Yeah.
Really complements also, you know, having Harrison on that D side and having Arnatov. And Arnatov's going to come up and trade out with Wyatt.
And that's all you need him to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed to do right there.
But they need to filter out. So Matt does filter out wide. But they let DMG fill Snake 1 again with Shane Howe.
Seattle Thunder does have the body advantage, though. They still have 4 players alive. Shane Howe does move up into Snake 1. DMG in the big brick in the center, matched up with Corey Field, but now Thunder making a move into the Dorito 4. Shane Howe trying to play across the field, get kills. Trying to bring this one back.
This is where Corey needs to use. Okay, somebody else already picked up on it. He needs to use the center.
So this point slowed down a little bit here with a couple deaths. Looks like a nice job there for Thunder in the center, getting the shot on Hallberg. That forces Shane Howe to back way up off his spot and try to get creative. Not able to do it. Matt Chim finishes him off, and Thunder's going to take a slight lead here. Nice work by Matt Chim.
Map Chim.
Still doing it.
I always have to cheer for Map Chim.
He's such a good dude.
Map Chim is so awesome.
Yeah, Map's one of those guys that if somebody were to come up to me and be like, man, I don't really like Map Chim, I'd be like, well, that has nothing to do with Map. Now I don't know about you.
Yeah, you start questioning their authority.
So, Map Chim, Seattle Thunder. Again, that's what I love the veterans they have. It's just scrappy, fun veterans, just solid gold people.
He just got such a great attitude about everything, you know?
Just life in general.
About paintball, like he comes out here and he's just
So
like,
positive.
dude, I'm going to have fun. I'm out here to play paintball and just, I'll tell you where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. You know, let's play paintball, you know? Like, and then we go eat steak, dude.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you lived the beginning part of your life in the jungles of Cambodia running from the Khmer Rouge with your grandfather's tribe, every day is going to be a blessing. So, love us.
Can't take the smile off his face.
We love Map Chim. And again, make sure to head on over to GoSports.com and watch the rest of this prelims. The action today, going to decide who's going to be playing on Sunday as all these stories developing after the offseason.
Jesse Stevens coming off early for Xfactor, but Johnny Greer is going to join him. Both Snake players go walking off for each team. Xfactor up in that center brick. Colt Roberts making a move into the Dorito 3. I believe that's Kovar again looking to make that move up the middle. And I think Kovar almost picked up one more. Nope, 2 more bodies come walking off the snake side. 3 bodies. Colt.
Yeah, Colt Roberts was just having a kill festival from that 50-yard line.
I think he just pulled 3 guys from there, right there. Pretty sure he just shot 3 dudes.
Well, I was just seeing MLking bodies just flood off the field. I'm like, who is over there? It's a little shady on that side. And there's Colt Roberts with his visor. Just
I was going to say, look for the visor.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Dominating over there. Colt Roberts had a great year last year. Good point here. Xfactor putting some points up pretty quick on the Mlkings. And they're just waiting for this concession now. So Billy's just chilling at the start station of the Mlkings, refusing to hit the buzzer, letting that time burn off the clock. I do not know why the Mlkings are letting all this time tick off the clock. They're going to be, they've dug themselves a pretty big hole to get out of. Need all as much time as they possibly can get.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold this morning.
Yeah. Well, like where I live right now in the Midwest, it's snow is on the ground, so that's.
Yeah, I have to be careful who I say it's cold to, because guys like yourself that live in a snow-locked state.
I mean, I've been on the road for 3 weeks in Texas and California, so sorry about you over there.
Yeah. And again, head on over to Twitch, follow us, join the conversation, check us out.
What do we got here? 2-1 game, Seattle Thunder?
Yes, a 2-1 game. Thunder with the lead. DMG, see if they can tie this one up. Yeah, I was talking to some of the crew this morning, talking about how cold it was, and Billy didn't know Billy Bernacci was on the other side of the scrim.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't cold.
Yeah.
This got to feel like summertime to somebody who's living in the teens.
There's 4 foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah, when you're playing, you're just
degrees.
like, this is great. You get to play outside. You're just happy about that.
9 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Thunder with the 1-point lead as we scan the field to see the brick is hot. The referee, a little off camera, checking out player for DMG. Now we're looking at Thunder's line, stuck in those back spots still. So good crossfield spread for Thunder, but they don't have much forward progression. Body coming off for DMG. 4 players left alive for them. It's a 4-on-5. Favor of Thunder. Unger.
Nope.
Into the snake. No,
It's,
Arnatoff.
Arnatoff.
Into the snake. Little tactical retreat from Sacramento DMG as Wyatt, though, dives into snake 1. So both teams have a body in snake 1. Doubling up the brick, though, for DMG. 1 gun towards the snake side. 1 gun towards that D side. The only player on that D side for Thunder they're trying to shoot, though, is Harrison Fry, and he's still in D1.
Yeah. It looks like he's really having a problem with the guy in the brick, so he's not even really looking at him.
Lots of communication from both squads, trying to figure out what the next move is. Moves get a little tactical in this position when everyone seems to have a pretty good gunfighting spot. Now you got to figure out, okay, where do we go now?
Yep.
The next move's not going to be easy. I got to work this one.
On Sunday, that's going to be.
That's what's going to slow
That's where
this field
experience
down.
is going to come in and just be like, okay, what's the next move here?
Well, we saw yesterday, offense does work on this field.
Yes.
You're wondering, okay, well, how slow is this field going to play? But the teams that were had that smart aggression, as Hallberg takes an early walk, 3 bodies now left alive for DMG. The smart aggression did pay dividends yesterday. The teams that went undefeated were shooting bodies on the break, had better survivability, and had players that were willing to attack. AC Dallas looked like one of the most aggressive teams out here.
Which is
and yes, I did just say that
I
sentence.
was gonna say,
AC Dallas was the most aggressive team yesterday.
I like the communication from Seattle Thunder right now. They know that they're up on bodies. Well, actually, they're even on bodies, and Corey Field takes the walk, but they're still communicating well. They're covering each other's lanes. They're doing a good job here.
I think they have a 1-body advantage right now. It should be 4-on-3. Because 2 bodies have walked off from DMG. They have D2 right now. As they had just doubled up the brick. They still have 1 in the brick, and then snake 1. Now Arnatoff is going to crawl into snake 2, improve his position slightly, and now Thunder's going to move up into the brick.
Joe Barrett takes the walk.
So some survivability issues here in this point for DMG.
Yeah. When the game drags on, if you start losing bodies 1 by 1 on your team.
Oh, here comes penalty.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Or in 2s, like we just saw here in this minor penalty.
Yeah.
See, that's a solid point for Arnatoff. Unger's playing well. Arnatoff's playing well.
And the nice thing is they're both showing production, so they can be fresh legs every single time they come out.
Yep.
So that's good. We haven't really seen too much of Adam Gomez, but it looks like the guys are getting it done on the snake side. So
Yeah, Gomez I thought played pretty well yesterday, but he did die early twice, and then they put their next man up, and then that guy's going out there and staying alive. Well, that's how it works. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks. Good morning. Now, the field between the pits for Xfactor and Mlkings is completely different, which I often see with a lot of those seasoned pro teams and some of the newer teams. In the Xfactor pit, no matter if they win or lose a point or they're the dominant team, they always come off the field and break down everything that happened. They critique each other. If they overran a bunker, need to get lower. But in Mlkings pit, they're really not talking at all. They're wiping off their gear, they're refilling their packs, but there's not too much strategy or communication in the pit.
You need to be talking about those variables no matter what's happening to your team. It's very important. But the Mlkings is a brand new squad for them.
literally just all put together, right?
Yeah, it's just completely reformed almost from what they had out here last year. There's only a couple holdovers from Mlkings from last year to this year. Hayek, Payamars.
That's it, right?
And Greg Montalvo.
Okay. Xfactor's got 5 alive.
Looks like it. Randy's in the corner. Billy's now in the 50. Nick's behind them. Colts and Dorito 4. Looks like Mlkings lose the body off the Dorito sides. Payamars. Now they lose their snake corner and their snake can momentarily.
This is why offense works. You get the guys up the
he's
field.
Still there.
It starts to get real small in these back bunkers.
Johnny Greer's in that brick, looking at Colt Roberts gunfighting with him, and then he gets torched. Billy's going to give him 2 more in the back, and then shoot the Dorito player, trying to cut across the field. And just like that, Xfactor going to go up 5-0 on the Mlkings. Mlkings having a rough go of it out here. Yesterday it seemed like they were getting in spots, but weren't getting any kills.
Yeah.
They're not pulling anything back. They're not taking advantage of their positions. Basically just not playing good team paintball, and that's usually what happens when you have a bunch of new guys.
Yeah.
You know?
And like Lauren was saying, that they're not really talking a lot, so it's like, all right, are you guys just scared right now?
Well, they may not know what to say or who to say it to.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you have a ton of new guys on your squad, who is a leader out there, that evolves organically. Like we could say, okay, this guy's the leader, but if he's not actually leading, then he doesn't really get to be the leader. No one's going to listen to him.
That's true.
So who's going to step up and say what they need to say to the right person at the right time? I mean, that's stuff that just kind of organically evolves.
No, I agree
The
with that.
best guy isn't always necessarily the leader.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you think sometimes, oh, it's whoever's the best guy on the team.
Yeah.
That guy's the leader. That's not always the case. You know, there's just some guys sometimes that get it. Some guys that are natural leaders. And then there's other guys that just go out there and shoot all sorts of people all the time. You know?
Well, then, look at see like a team like Dynasty. Tyler Harmon isn't necessarily quote unquote a leader on the team, but he's always so fired up. He's an emotional leader.
Yeah.
The team is.
He's the one that puts the heart in him.
Literally, people say, "Oh, fire it up," but that's what he does.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
who's going to be that guy for the Mlkings? We don't know. Jumping back into this Thunder DMG match, though, Thunder looking really good here in this crisp Vegas desert morning. It's about 40 degrees out here, and Thunder creating an advantage, shooting the DMG player off the break. It's now 4-on-5. Thunder locked in their spots, putting a lot of pressure on DMG. Everybody rolling their guns.
It looks like they've shot. There's nobody from the back center over on the snake side for DMG. So it looks like they have the advantage there as well.
Which is pretty big. We saw teams that struggled yesterday were having a hard time repositioning after they lost the body.
Correct.
They'd get stuck in spots and get a little scared to either get out or get shot moving out, move at the wrong time. And this is that type of field. If you risk that body out on the snake side and he gets shot, and you don't filter somebody out over there, and you don't shoot the guy in front of him, then you're going to have a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of what happened to you guys in the loss yesterday.
Yeah, that's how I
against
can agree with
Aftermath.
you because I saw that firsthand yesterday. But it's a lesson to be learned, and we're a smart team. We'll come back from it.
Yeah, no, it makes your story that much more interesting. I just thought that you guys seemed to be very level-headed about it. I talked to Chad and Ryan yesterday about that loss, which we'll talk about later. But they seemed, no one was pointing fingers.
Yeah,
everyone's disappointed, but
I mean,
focused.
if that's one thing you can say about Houston, we're going to come out there and we'll take accountability for ourselves. Very, very professional guys.
It was a good look in a loss.
Yep.
So now 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Seattle Thunder with a 2-point lead. DMG down a body. At a certain point in time, DMG losing another body as well, too, in a gunfight from the can. Not looking good for DMG here in this point. It's 5-on-3. They need to. Not a lot of time left for this comeback. And it might not be in this point either. So they either need to, the 3 guys left need to start attacking or concede the point and move on.
I like what I'm seeing out of Thunder. I mean, they're getting their production done from the Snake. I mean, Harrison's a little content over there in 3-1, but he's also got guys sitting on him. So
if I was Unger, I would not be risking much here.
Yeah.
I have a 2-point lead. There's only 4 minutes left to go. We have a 5-on-3 situation. There's absolutely no reason for him to be getting in a gunfight.
Yeah, just sit there. Contain, make sure nobody fills over.
Let this guy shoot 2 pods at you. Just chill out here.
Yeah.
He just needs to do nothing.
And the thing is his guys are following him up, so they're getting the shots on the people because they're looking at Unger. So that's good team paintball right there.
And Unger is playing the smart. He's not engaging.
He's communicating.
There's no reason for him to get in a low percentage. A straight snapshot battle with somebody is a low percentage play.
Correct.
Or lower percentage. Sure, even if you're a nasty snapshot, he might shoot you, though.
Yeah. I know a few guys with some nasty snapshots.
Yeah. So they are going to concede the point. So that's smart for DMG. Thunder played that one perfect. Didn't lose a body. Smart moves. Todd, what do you think?
Yeah, totally agree. The thing that what I like about Thunder is that when they get to their spots, they're shooting a ton of paint. You know, I feel like that's just like the snapshot. You know, the carried 19 pods and dump all of it is like a lost art form. You know, a lot of guys come out here and they're like, oh, I'm going to carry 6, 7 pods, I'm going to shoot. You know, and then when I run out of paint, then I'll look to make moves. You know, like,
good plan.
You look at these Thunder guys and they are just dumping paint. They get into spots and they're just nonstop, just all sorts of paint everywhere. When there's just all sorts of paint in the air, you know, you can do so much. You can look around, you can talk, you know, you can make moves. And you know, I don't think a lot of these teams are carrying enough paint, shooting enough paint. You know, we always say that, and then we forget, and then we say it, and we forget. You always have to remind, like, hey, man, like, you need to really roll your guns, especially the back guys.
Especially with all the bounce shots.
We're not snipers. You know, we got inflatable bunkers out here. Balls are bouncing everywhere. Just dump the paint. It's free.
Yeah.
Thanks, GI Sports.
Absolutely.
Partners with Die Precision for 2019.
Oh, look at this minor penalty going to be assessed on the Mlkings. It's just going from bad to worse for him right now. It's 1 point away from getting mercy ruled. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us here. If you're watching us on Twitch,
Michael Gomar.
Get out. Head on over to GoSports.com and sign up to watch the rest of this event. 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Matty.
Oh, it's all good.
It was a nice little exchange there at the Snake 50. Michael Kovar comes right up as the ML Kings guys coming to the Snake too, and Michael snaps him right, takes one in the arm, looks at it, walks off, then looks at the player and goes, "Get out."
He pretty much let him know right then and there.
Yeah.
It was his snake.
Nick Slowiak's just casually standing in the Snake corner, trying to save his energy.
Complete and utter domination for San Antonio Xfactor. Didn't really hit any stumbles at all against the Mlkings.
Do you think Meter understands that if he hits the buzzer, the game's over? Because he's just killing time for I'm not sure what
It's
reason.
A little early. I don't know. Maybe did he get his coffee this morning? I don't know. My brain's still a little foggy.
Colt's got it. He's an intelligent one. He was starting stretching over there.
Blow it. Blow
So
it.
let's look at this replay here. This might be what you were just talking about. Here comes Kovar up to the 50.
Oh.
Catches, I think that might be Nunez.
Okay.
And then get out of
Yeah,
there.
you see that? Gave him a flip of the wrist.
And then didn't shake his hand.
Yeah.
Then left him hanging.
The guy like tried to give him a pound, and Mike just barrel chested him, pumped him right there with his hand.
Here.
Michael Kovar. Hey, Kovar's pumped up. I like it. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, so during that last point between DMG and Thunder, you guys were saying that DMG either needed to make moves or blow the horn and just move on. And they were having that same discussion down here. Shane Howe was saying they needed to blow it around the 4:30 mark, but the coach wanted to give them more time to try to bring it back. Obviously that didn't happen, so they're huddled around the clipboard trying to figure out the fastest way that they could get this point.
On the breakout here. Now down 3, forced recklessly attackers. Nothing. Wyatt punches the air in frustration after getting shot on the break. Thunder doing a good job of containment as they shoot another body from that center of the field. It's not looking good here for DMG.
Thunder's doing a great job of shooting people off the break. Because they
really
bounced
are.
Shane Howe, they shot the Snake guy, they shot the guy in the center.
Thunder shot 160 cases of paint 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I remember you saying it yesterday. And it shows right now that they're out here and they've been grinding.
Well,
we got a gallop. We got a Harrison Fry gallop.
Did he just shoot the bunker? I thought he shot the guy.
Number 2.
Harrison
Slicing and dicing.
up,
There he is.
staring us down up here.
Hey, he did give us a look.
Harrison's playing. Hey, Harrison and all of the guys on Thunder are playing very well right now.
That's something to be pumped up about.
Yeah, if you're going to get pumped up on a win, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yesterday they looked really good against the Mlkings.
The gallop.
Was the Harrison Fry right there?
You don't have the hair for it though, Todd. You don't have the hair for it.
Damn it! I need
You're
a
also
ponytail.
like a lot stockier than he is. It's hard to like simulate.
I don't think you're stocky.
Let's go. Says the other stocky guy. I'm not too thin myself anymore. But anyway, let's check in with one of the thin people on our team, Lauren Kelly.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Ryan Brand. Congratulations on that early morning win. Wasn't much of a fight for you this morning on day 2, but I want to talk to you about the roster. You guys picked up Brady Stanzik coming into this season. Talk to me a little bit about that pickup. Was that something when you heard he wasn't with Impact anymore you were interested in doing, or how did that come about?
We have wanted Rainey for a long time. We've picked him up. He's played 2 tournaments with us prior, just kind of standalone events. We actually kind of reached out a little bit before we realized. Dave contacted some of our players, and I was like, well, I guess we'll go after Rainey now. And when we contacted him, he's like, well, I actually got cut this morning. So it just kind of all worked out. But he had a lot of options. A ton of teams were going after Rainey. We a lot of phone calls, fought hard to get him, and it's fit it right in. So it's great.
Yeah, and you guys have Michael Kovar back as well. So do you feel that this is the best? I mean, you guys have such a stacked roster always, but is this your year? Is this the squad you need to finally take it to that first place?
I think so, but more so than the players, it's almost the motivation. Everyone on the team right now is very focused, and they're very hungry for a win. And I think that's what we have going for us the most.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, Xfactor completely dominating the Mlkings. So with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one, Thunder also pretty much dominating DMG right now. 4-point lead. It's 5-1. They just lost to DMG. Just lost to Wyatt again, trying to attack here. But hey, he has to push forward. So I'm not going to say anything bad about any DMG player who dies running into a gun.
They're going forward. They know they're down. There's not much time.
When you get criticized in this situation is when you're hiding in the back bunker, playing peekaboo, trying to win a snapshot battle from 100 feet away. We're down by 4 points.
And you're watching the clock just tick away. Yeah. It's like, all right.
That just doesn't make any sense. But no, they are cannonballing down the field right now. DMG in good position. Here comes Shane Howell past the 50 on the snake side of the field. Untouched so far. The gun shift to him. Now they also have a body in D4. So, but then Shane gets clipped. Then here comes the attack past the 50 on the D side of the field for DMG, putting some pressure on Thunder as bodies start to drop for them. 2 bodies have come off. They still have 3 alive.
Is it Joe Barrett again over there?
I think that is Joe Barrett. It's not Hallberg. So Joe Barrett, is he the only guy left alive?
Yes,
yeah, I think it's just 1 player left alive right now for DMG.
He's got this.
Love the confidence, Todd.
I'm not sure if Thunder knows that he's the only guy alive, but... Oh, might pick him up. Oh, he did not.
Ornatov, I don't think he knew where he was because he just went forward into a stream.
Oh, Barrett shoots a guy out of the corner. He's going to go for the buzzer.
Oh, did
Joe
he get
Barrett.
it? Ornatov picked him up at the last second.
He got it. You gotta
Joe
give it up to
Barrett
Joe
diving
Barrett.
in.
Told you he had it.
So Joe Barrett might have just won a 1-on-3 right now. I couldn't see if there was 3 or 2. It's a lot of glare this morning.
We're going to say 3 if he got the buzzer.
I think it was 4.
Are you feeling like
No,
there's 4?
I don't think it was. For sure there was 2 bodies left alive. I think that
there's both corners.
1-on-2. Yeah, both corners.
Shane House shot the brick. Yeah.
Well, Ornatov is just hanging out in Snake 1. He refuses to leave right now until the referees figure it out because he definitely wasn't shot. So the question is, did Ornatov put a ball on Barrett during his dive as Ornatov picked him up about 2 steps before
did he get it?
He got to the buzzer. I haven't seen a thumbs up from the ref. They're going to have to review this one, I think.
I think so, too.
Arnatov was in there asking for a check because he thought he got picked up.
Yes.
And then before he could blink, Joe Barrett was almost at the flag station. Yeah. He had to whip his gun up and try and put a good ball on him. I didn't see a ball break. We'd have to look at that in slow motion. Here's is from the backside.
I didn't see anything blow up on his back. Did you see any hits on his back?
I didn't see it. I didn't see any hits.
It's not the best.
That's the side right there. That's where the balls would be. Oh, he said, my balls.
He said, I'm doing the Kevin Durant 360.
He's got the hit on his leg right there. Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly. Maybe she's got some for us.
No balls on
Yeah,
me.
guys, right now the call on the field is that he hit the buzzer clean and the shots came after. So Jason Trozen is reviewing it right now, but the shot would be that he would get the point.
Well, even though that was an awesome point for Joe Barrett, might have just pulled off a 1-on-3. However, it's a little too late, as there's only about maybe a minute and a half left, and now, even though much more interesting, down by 3. So, yes, we have seen 20-second points out here. Yes, we have seen 3-point comebacks in that little amount of time before, but the chances of that occurring are very, very low.
Slim
chances.
This is Vegas.
We are in
All right,
Vegas.
this is Vegas, baby.
That's a very valid point, actually.
All right.
This game is brought to you by Empire, Paintball, and the Vanquish GT. You can see the colorways there. Desert Fire, Lead, Raider, Acid. The new V16 drivetrain with direct inject technology. Go to empirepaintball.com. That was a nice move for Barrett. It's good to see that.
Yeah, rip it. Let's go.
I'm just glad that Todd had all that faith in him to pull off
Dude,
that
I
1-on-3.
told you, dude. As I'm watching him in the Dorito, I was like, Joe Barrett's going to do this right now.
Yeah, and again, thank you guys so much for joining us here bright and early in Las Vegas for the season opener of the 2019 season. And head on over to GoSports.com, subscribe, and I was talking about growing paintball. Well, we need a showcase to do that, and we need subscribers to have a showcase.
This is true.
It's a simple equation. The more of you out there that support us, the more events we can go to, and the bigger that those shows can be. We've come a long way. In all these years we've been doing this,
more
and
can
we
be
want
done
to continue to
for
keep
the
it
sport.
forward.
We got people who actually support it, more can be done. And like this year we added the Dorito camera.
Yes, got the D-side cam. We put we shifted camera angles over to try to get more emphasis on that side. So, and again, also join us on Twitch, trying to multiply our platforms here to get some more amplitude out into the world. This amazing sport that we have. So for all you on Facebook, you got to head on over to Twitch.
I got a Twitch account the other day so I could watch Chad Boucher.
Will you follow me?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you're the only guy I follow.
That's good.
Okay, so let's watch the replay. It looks like he did get shot. So here comes Barrett. This is the perfect angle right here. Again, apologize. We have a little bit of glare on our screen, so we'll do the best to try to call this. But you can see Barrett comes in. He gets picked up right about here. And there's right knee. So look at his right knee. And you can see that hit if we go back a frame. Either no hit, hit. Hit. Yeah. Good catch, Jason Trojan.
That was a fine job by Jason Trojan right there.
Yeah, and still, though, nice move by Barrett. Unfortunately, not going to get the point. It's going to go to Thunder.
So is that a major? Is that a major? They have to start down now? That's a dirty hang?
I just hate that. If that's still a rule, I hate that rule. I feel like if that situation happens and you get shot within a foot of hitting the buzzer while your momentum is carrying you towards the buzzer within like a minor shot.
It might be a minor.
Still,
I agree because he's going for the motion.
We're not giving the benefit of the move to the aggressor.
Yeah, because it wasn't like he was intentionally trying to cheat.
That's what I'm saying. He's not trying to cheat. He's his moment. What, he's going to stop as soon as he's hit? That's not how he works. So
what do I
just don't like that rule.
I friend you, right? What's whisper?
That means you can talk to me.
What if I want to talk to you? Why do I have to whisper at you? Like
it just notified me.
So a minute and 17 seconds left. DMG does have to start down a body. I just hate that rule.
And they shoot 2 on the break.
Yeah.
So Thunder catching a couple here at the start of this point, but
3-on-3 situation.
They still have a massive 5-point lead, so it's not going to matter. All that's going to matter is what is the point spread going to look like at the end of this game, and how is that potentially going to affect things. This makes Thunder now sitting at 2-1, and they do have their last game, which you can't see who that is. Oh no, it's AC Dallas. So AC Dallas looked phenomenal yesterday. And here comes a big move down the D side. Oh, Harrison Fry getting shot into the ground. Oh, Harrison is just getting destroyed over there.
2-5 over there, just getting the business.
Gordon Field was not feeling that.
I think Gomez got shot and then got shot so much he just stayed in. He just stayed in and kept shooting him.
Harrison got shot to the ground by the first guy running through, and then just by the time he picked himself up off of the ground, the next guy runs through and then shoots him again into the ground. Just got buried over there.
That's a good time.
That guy did not like the gallop. He took offense to the gallop of Harrison Fry.
Well,
yeah,
at that point in time, I just look up and after getting riddled by 30 paintballs, I'd be like, scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
So let's check in with Lauren. She's got Rainey Stanzik down the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Rainey Stanzik. Congrats on the weekend so far. Doing great with Xfactor and prelims. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that big move that happened during the hiatus. I know that I was personally shocked when I saw you post a video saying you wouldn't be playing with Impact this season, but was that change a surprise to you?
No, it was something that just kind of made sense at the end of the year. It stopped working halfway through the season, and it just like some relationships don't work out in life, and you just got to part your ways and think of the good things and try not remember the bad.
And Ryan Brandt, I talked to him just a second ago, and he said you were getting a lot of calls. Obviously, you're a very skilled player, so I'm sure a lot of teams were after you. Why did you choose to join Xfactor?
Because I figured it'd be the most fun when we win.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Rainey Stanzik got a new look here, 2019 on San Antonio Xfactor, spending years with Edmonton Impact, helping them become one of the greatest teams ever. Maybe the greatest team. That's an argument that people will be having for the next couple decades, probably.
Yeah.
San Diego Dynasty in their prime, was it Impact in their prime, Ironman in their prime, Russians in their prime? You get to argue about that stuff. It's the great thing about sports. See the fan wagon predictions here as Xfactor. Yeah, 98% of you were right. Those Mlkings fans, though, hanging in tough. DMG and Thunder. Thunder, a little bit of an upset here.
I told you I didn't agree with that percentage there, and they just showed why. Thanks, guys, for not making me look stupid.
Well, Thunder does have a really big test coming up next. AC Dallas.
That is
the way AC Dallas played yesterday, that new pickup they have, BJ playing the Snake for them. We were always wondering with AC Dallas, who is going to step up and be that threat in the Snake? Who is going to be that guy? And it may be BJ Henneberg. We'll find out. He looked great yesterday. He's an athlete. He's real fast, real aggressive, and they need that punch over there on the Snake side to complement the punch they have on the D side with Brad McCurley. So that is who Thunder has to play next. AC Dallas undefeated yesterday. The next set, though, it's going to be San Diego Dynasty taking on Boom and Tampa Bay Damage taking on Uprising. About 30 seconds to go before the start of the last point here. Thunder will be taking this lead. That last one was actually a no point. Harrison Fry able to shake off those extra bonus balls, collect himself.
22 seconds in this game right here.
Yeah, this should be the last one, especially if Thunder wins the point, because then it would be a mercy roll win. DMG. DMG collide and hit each other. One of them walking off a little slow here, maybe slightly dazed or just really angry with themselves. Regardless, here comes the push as Harrison Fry's going to try to get some on that D side. The last second, we're going to see a minor penalty. It's not going to matter. No reds means no swing point, and they were not able to get to that buzzer in time. So the victory, Adam Gomez pumped up.
I think they're all pumped up.
I really like the fire everyone's bringing to this year.
Matt Chin told them they're going to steak for lunch.
Yeah, dude. Eat like Tiger, dude. San Diego Dynasty getting ready to come on right now. We see Alex Frazier down here in front. I forgot to ask him about the scrambled eggs yesterday.
You did.
I think that he needs to run it today. I think that's we should add that to the playbook.
Alex Frazier?
Yeah, scrambled eggs, baby.
Oh, I totally agree. Absolutely. Well, San Diego Dynasty, they went undefeated yesterday as they took down Damage in a 5-2 game. And then San Diego Dynasty beat Uprising in I think it was a 6-2 win as well, too. So Dynasty looking pretty solid here in this field, looking like things are working for them.
So Dynasty plays who? The Russians today?
Dynasty plays Boom, and then Dynasty plays
the Russians.
The Russians, yeah.
And the Russians are undefeated as well.
The Russians are definitely undefeated, and when we're talking about teams that obviously Houston Heat's the #1 team right now, winning the World Cup and the series title last year, so they're the squad that people are trying to dethrone. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
you guys dethroned Impact last year, but the Russians are, everyone talking here behind the scenes, definitely going to be a huge threat for Houston Heat's championship. Impact also still in the hunt too. Maybe the Ironman will step up. We will see Xfactor. It's getting interesting here. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Thanks, Maddie. I'm here with Brandon Unger. Congratulations on that win. You guys fought real hard for that one this morning. Now, this is your first season with Thunder. How does it feel coming into your first match with them in 2019?
You know, really, it's nothing different from last season. You know what I mean? Going from semi-pro to pro, just 5 days of paintball again. That's all it is.
So what did you guys discuss yesterday that made you kind of have a better, tighter look here in this first match on Saturday?
You know, after watching DMG yesterday, we noticed they like to fill up to the center, you know, after they're making their secondary moves up the center. So really want to pick on those guys, shooting back up the center off the break, and then when we make those secondary moves, make sure we're looking up the center to catch them slipping.
And then, of course, you are training under Corey Field and Matt Chim, who are veterans in this. What are some of the things you feel you're learning that are helping you get to that pro level?
I think one of the biggest things is just being comfortable out there. You know what I mean? Granted, like I said earlier, it is just 5 days of paintball gun, but every once in a while you get the little jitters, you know what I mean? But they really help you just relax and have fun. You know what I mean? It's all about having fun with your friends.
Well, you should have confidence because you guys looked good out there, so congratulations. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, man, Brandon Unger. He's going to be a force for Thunder on that Snake side, along with Arnatov, who's playing really well for him. Make sure you head on over to Twitch to check out this next game. I'm Matty Marshall up here with Todd Martinez, Chad Boucher. Stick with us here. 2019 NXL Las Vegas Open, first event of the year. We'll be back.